The A6 is Audi's mid-size luxury sedan. Now, it's been on sale in its current form for quite a few years now, but recently it received a new engine and a facelift. Are these changes enough to keep the A6 competitive in the luxury car segment? The biggest change in the Audi is the new supercharged 3-liter V6. This engine delivers plenty of willing power. Maybe the only downside is that the engine note has a bit of a grumble sound to it when the engine's under load. Still, the car returns decent fuel economy, especially considering this is not a small car, and like most Audis, it's equipped with their Quattro all-wheel drive system. The A6 has capable and responsive handling. Steering turn-in, it's prompt. There's plenty of tire grip. There isn't much body lean either. One thing though, the steering, it's weighted a bit light at low speeds. That saps your confidence a bit, but the weighting builds as the speed increases. Emergency handling is confident and secure. Our A6 has the optional 18-inch low-profile wheels and tires. They may have contributed to an overly stiff ride. For a $53,000 luxury sedan, we expect better ride isolation. Still, when you get on the highway, the ride is composed. The A6 is also a quiet cruiser with low wind and road noise. Inside, the A6 has pretty good visibility. The roof pillars, they're all moderate in width, and there's a pretty good glass area all around. That helps you see out easier. Like other Audis, the interior is really well done. Now, it's more business-like than posh, but still, there's lots of high-quality materials and everything's well assembled. Other high points of the A6's interior include comfortable and well-shaped front seats. There's also a roomy driving position. The center console is a bit wide, but otherwise, there's plenty of room here. The back seat, that has plenty of room for 2 people, but the way it's bolstered, it's really set up for 2 people, so fitting a third in, it's not all that comfortable. In general, the brakes perform well, although stopping distances increase somewhat in the wet. The A6 has some really complicated controls. They're either low on the dashboard or they're down here on the console. This bunch of buttons and knobs, they work the radio and the navigation system. In order to see which button you're pressing, you have to look down from the road to the console, and then you turn this knob or you push the buttons to move through menus on the screen. It's all complicated. Even the climate controls. If you want to set a fan speed, you push the button for the fan, a little icon comes up, you turn the knob. So many steps. The A6 does have a very nice interior, but there's no getting around that this design is starting to get dated. This is a $53,000 car. It actually uses a key to start it. There's no transponder. There's also no backup camera, even though I have navigation. The cup holders, they're fairly rudimentary. The outside door handles, they're an old lift flap variety. It's much easier to have the pull-on type. And then there's the whole glove box. First, to open the glove box, you don't actually grab a handle on the glove box, you push this button. You'll find there's almost no room in it. It's taken up by this old school CD changer and a bunch of other media drives. So no, the A6 isn't the newest face on the block, and there's still some annoyances that remain, especially those complicated controls. But the new engine, it does add power, and this car remains a pleasant luxury sedan.
While Americans have embraced the 4-door, 4-seat coupe body style like the Mercedes-Benz CLS and Volkswagen CC, they've been allergic to the Europeanness of station wagons and hatchbacks. Now Audi's entered the fray with the A7. Sure, it's a 4-door, 4-seat coupe, but they've snuck in a surprise, a hatchback. Will the sexy lines, luxury interior, and sporty performance be enough to prevent Americans from getting hives? Will Audi drop one off for us to take a first look at, and we'll see for ourselves. Audi's done a really nice job of incorporating the hatchback into the sedan body style. Unlike cars like the Accord Cross Tour or the BMW 5 Series GT, this car doesn't look like some kind of oddity. Like the other 4-door coupes, the low roofline does require a bit more ducking to get into the car, particularly in the rear seats. Once inside, you're greeted by a snug but comfortable interior. The leather seats are supportive and well bolstered. The wood trim is very nice and the leather's supple. While the base car starts around $59,000, this example has $20,000 worth of options, including a $6,000 Bang & Olufsen sound system. But the biggest piece of technology news is the Audi MMI system. The system's been streamlined a bit, but in this A7, it involves a whole new level of technology and the Audi Connect system. The system uses a T-Mobile subscription to apply Google Earth Maps over the satellite navigation system. Everyone who's driven the car has found it to be really cool and totally mesmerizing. The system includes a mobile hotspot, which allows passengers to browse the web on their mobile devices. Google Search is also included, which lets the driver access information about weather, fuel prices, as well as travel services. But that isn't all. In addition to a blind spot monitoring system and adaptive cruise control, this A7 has a heads-up display and night vision assist. It all adds up to a dizzying array of features that take some time to master, but they work well. The system's distracting because it's complicated and has a lot going on, but it's not needlessly complicated, unlike some other luxury cars. But the true merits of a German sports sedan are how it drives, right? Unlike some other recent offerings from Germany, the A7 feels relatively light on its feet and nimble. The 3-liter V6 supercharged engine makes easy power and effortlessly moves the A7 down the road. And the 8-speed automatic transmission, well, it shifts smoothly and quickly. Fuel economy seems pretty good for a combination of this power and the standard all-wheel drive. In all likelihood, we're not going to test the A7 because it doesn't sell in great numbers. But the MMI technology and the powertrain will be available in the next A6, which we are going to buy and test as soon as it goes on sale.